Welcome back to the Home and Away podcast, season 3, season 5 overseas for Kavi, but season 3 here of the Home and Away podcast. I'm joined as always by my brother and co-host Jacob. Kavi, how are we doing? It's a fine Sunday here. I'm not exactly sure when this is going to be coming out, but Sunday for us today. How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, today, Sunday, October 8th. Probably looking to put this out tomorrow, hopefully, if I have time in between practices. If the doctor doesn't take too long tomorrow, then yeah, I'll probably try and get it out then. Man, I'm good. It's been a long couple weeks of practice. But other than that, just kicking it. Could be worse things I could be doing right now, right? Than practicing.
No doubt. No doubt. Talking about the doctor a little bit, do you want to mention anything going on, or you just want to
Nope.
rock out? Well, you shouldn't have
Nah.
said doctor then, brother. That's that's on you.
Nah, 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 nothing. No, I don't want to mention any of that. But I mean, I guess I could give update for the people back home that don't already know. Like you said, entering year 5, playing basketball overseas. Um, Came back to the same team I was on last year, Chase May, Tardigumudish. So back with a lot of familiar faces. We brought back everybody on the team besides 2 guys, and we replaced them with 2 dudes that everybody really likes and is really getting along with well. So team chemistry is pretty high right now. I was fielding options in the off season, trying to figure out what I was gonna do. Me and Drew talked about it. This ended up being the best option, and I'm happy with it so far. It's been great to see familiar faces and friends from last year. The first time I've been in this situation where I come in and it's like you already know everybody, you know what to expect from coach, you know what to expect at practice, and you have like actual like legitimate friends, that you can kind of build those relationships off of instead of only seeing somebody for 8 months and then never really talking to them again. We kind of chatted in the off season, like me with at least one of my closer friends on the team, Jonathan, and a couple other guys, hit me up asking me what I was going to do, and then to come back now and get to spend another 8-9 months with these guys and build off that relationship. And we had a strong finish to last year. I'm excited about it going forward. We've played 3 games, played 2 cup games, went 2-0 in the cup, so we made the final 8 of the cup, which is a big deal. I've never done it before, so it's nice to go to the Romanian Cup and have a chance to win it all. And then we are 0-1 in league play. We lost by 14 to Constanța. It was a tough loss. We just couldn't really get anything going. Couldn't make anything. I think we were like 4 of 25 from 3 or something. But that game was 16 or 15 days ago now, which is kind of crazy. You play the first game of the year, and then you don't have another game for like 18 days. So we play finally on Wednesday. So we've just been, practicing basically nonstop uh, until then. So just ready to play this week. But what,
Okay.
what updates you got since the last time we've been on here? It's been a minute, so you got any?
Shoot, I don't know, man. I
Little
don't I don't
man's
think
getting
there's
big.
little man's getting big. I mean, I guess the biggest update is we're moving the family back closer to home. So very exciting for us, and I know mom and dad are excited as well. I know I'm talking to like Riley, and then when you're home, like everyone's pretty excited. There's gonna be a lot better chance for everyone to see Karsten, which is what really matters to everyone at this point. It's easy to kind of stay communicating as much as possible with the other adults and FaceTime and texting, but when it comes to seeing the nephew for you and grandkids for mom and dad, it's a lot better to be closer. So we're heading down to the Kansas City area. I'm taking over a new branch in Shawnee, Kansas, and still we're about a month and a half out. Kind of sneaking up on us pretty quick here. We don't quite know where we're gonna live yet when we get down there, but we're gonna get that figured out soon next couple weeks, and working on getting our house sold. And it was a bit of a quick turnaround. Obviously, when you build a house, you don't plan on living in it for just over a year and then leaving, but it was a good opportunity for us to get back closer to home, closer to people we love and care about, and yeah, be a place where we can see our kids growing up at, as opposed to here where we kind of felt like it was a great community, great environment, but the distance for family was not going to work well with us growing a family, and the kids getting older and grandparents wanting to be more involved and stuff. So good to be back where we wanted to, and I'm really excited to not have to do winters in North Dakota anymore. So that's a big thing for me. I hate the winter here. I know I don't want to go back to you necessarily for too much, but going back to Constanta, like you said, lost by 14, but that was a place that you spent a year playing. What was I believe that's the first time you've gone back somewhere like as an opponent, right?
Yeah.
What was
Yeah,
that
that was my
environment
first
like for
time
you?
because last year, you know, we didn't play against them at all in the league. So yeah, it was my first time going back to play like a former team. I mean, it was fine. It was kind of just like any other game, really. The only difference was like, you know, you knew some of the guys. Like one of the old strength conditioning coach, you know, he's the 14 and under, 15 under coach now for that club. So like he came early to the game and just like came over to the court kind of. Me and him were chatting for like 10 minutes before, like in pregame, like while I was doing my stretching or whatever. So it was great to see him. Really good guy. You know, one of the best people there in that city. So it was good to see him. It was good to see a couple former teammates. And then like, you know, like the random like security person out front or like whatever, like the dude that helps like put the baskets up and down and like pull them out because you know they do like everything in these gyms over here, like handball, volleyball, basketball. It's not like, you know, somewhere where you just have one thing you do and the baskets are always set up. Like that dude's like comes up to me, oh, good to see you, whatever. So, you know, it's definitely a different vibe kind of, but really it just felt like any other game, honestly. Wasn't really anything too
Gotcha.
special.
Gotcha. All right. All right. And I know you got game on Wednesday. Other than that, what's coming up this week? What are you looking forward to? What's exciting? Personal outside of that, anything you're looking forward to?
Yeah, we can hop into that weekly roundup.
Hang on. First of
But
all, we gotta touch on you gave updates, but you didn't give the biggest update. Let's talk
oh, I
about
guess I did get engaged since the last time, huh?
yeah, let's talk about Mrs. Jacob Lawrence coming to join the family here soon. Like let's talk about that. We can't quite skip right over
I
that.
mean, it's still a year out. You say soon, like it's next week or something.
It's been a long time coming, brother. We're excited.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited too. I can't wait. But yeah, me and Riley got engaged. Couldn't tell you the date, to be honest.
Oh, tough,
Couldn't tell
tough,
you the
tough.
date. I'm not bad with dates, bro. I didn't know my mother's birthday until I was 18. So I'm bad with dates. I can't remember the date, but it's July, I think. Hope so. And yeah, so we did that and it's just been now trying to get everything sorted and you know, I'm excited. I can't wait to do it and uh, you know, sucks to have to go over here and be away from her now for these 8 months or whatever, but she's doing her thing with PA school right now and she's got to finish that up still. So she's definitely super busy too. So I think that makes it slightly easier that she has something, you know, that she's also working towards at the same time. It just makes like the distance a little bit easier. But yeah, we can't wait and we can't wait to have, you know, the wedding and just to see everybody and celebrate our big day. And like you said, it's been a long time coming. And now it's kind of the part where it's like, okay, we want to do it, but now we have to do all the stuff that comes along with planning the wedding, which you know isn't the
The
most fun.
worst part.
It's
It's
like
the
a little bit
worst part.
stressful.
Yeah.
Like that's like, yeah, I feel like that's like the worst part, like for sure, because like you're dating, you're just enjoying life, having fun, you get excited, you do the, you know, the proposal, the big, you know, you get the engagement, and then okay, yeah, we're gonna get married, we're hyped. Oh, but we gotta do a million things to set up the wedding. So now it's like, dang.
And spend that bread. So
Yeah, and he'd spend the money on it. So yeah, not the most fun like part of everything, but you know, we're
when you get to the
enjoying.
day, it's amazing though. The day of
Exactly.
is unbelievable. So makes it all worth it for sure.
I mean, we're enjoying every step of the way, right?
No doubt.
Every day's a blessing.
No doubt. No doubt. And like we can move it along now. I didn't want to get us
Okay,
going too much
I forgot that
without.
we hadn't. I wasn't even thinking that we hadn't had a
Yeah,
podcast
that was
all
a big
summer.
big update. So
That was a big
um
update. Good
so
thing
we
you
want to
called
make
me.
sure we hit on that. Cobb mentioned weekly roundup, so I think it's important for us to touch on this. We want to try as much as possible to get into a little bit more segmented here. I think it's a way for us to like know what we're going to talk about weekly, as opposed to trying to figure something new out every single week. Where uh, I think that was part of previously, like why we had times where we were like, shoot, I don't even know what we're going to talk about. But this kind of leads into some segments for us, gives us some stuff to talk about. Uh, what are your thoughts on that, Kavi?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of brainstormed a couple segments here to just have like as staples, um, staples within the podcast just to have and make things a little bit easier and slightly more, streamlined and quicker since like, you don't always have as much time, with the kid and everything now. So it's just it's just going to be an easier way for us to get this going and get everything put together.
Also allow us to not rely on a guest every week essentially to have stuff to talk about, which I think in the past we were like, oh, who's going to come on, who are we going to talk to? Now
Yeah,
we have stuff we can talk about either with a guest or without, so I think that's going to be helpful for us.
most definitely.
For sure.
Most
All right, hop
definitely.
into it. Lead us off, brother. Where are we going?
All right, so weekly roundup's just kind of going to be because most of the time we do this, it'll probably be on like Sundays or like on the weekend. Maybe it'll be during the week every once in a while. Um, but for the most part, it should be on the weekend. So we're just kind of gonna talk about what we did this past week, maybe some highlights, just quick rundown of everything, and then what you're looking forward to this coming week, since Sunday's like the turn of the week and everything. So what we're looking forward to. So for me, this week, pretty uneventful. Like I mentioned previously, we haven't had a game in 2 weeks, so it's been a lot of the same old for me. Um, just practicing. We had off on like a week from today, so we had off last Sunday, but then we practiced Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because now it's 8 p.m. We already practiced this morning at 11, and we're going to practice Monday, Tuesday, play Wednesday, and then play Saturday as well. So we'll probably practice Thursday, Friday as well. So it's been a lot of practice, which if you play ball or you've played any sport, just practicing can be kind of, I don't know how to say it, just takes the fun out of it a little bit because like there's nothing to look forward to. It's like we were supposed to play this weekend, so like it would have been a little bit of closer game, but some things got changed in the schedule. Typical Romania basketball league stuff. Schedule's always changing; it's never set. Um, yeah, and so now we're here. But yeah, last week literally just practiced a bunch and watched. Oh, I've been grinding, bro. I've been binging
What
bad in a bad
what are we
way.
watching?
I've been watching The Walking Dead, man. Running that back. I ran that.
Didn't
I
you
ran
watch that
that.
already?
So I ran that like my senior year of high school or something, or maybe even junior year. And then I started watching like as they were coming out on TV. Me and mom were watching it even. And I borrowed the DVDs actually of like the first three seasons before then from the Hensons, and watched the DVD like sets. That was like before Netflix was a big thing.
Okay.
And then in college, I just kind of stopped watching it because I didn't have cable TV or to watch on AMC every week. Um, but now they have all the seasons out on Netflix. So I've been trying to catch up to like where I left off because I didn't understand. I looked at like the description of the episode. I was like, I don't remember any of this. I'm not going to just watch from here. I was like, I'm gonna just start it over. And
Right.
there was so much like the big events I remembered, in the show, but like the little stuff and how they got there, I was like, oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about that. So it's almost like watching a new show, honestly. Like they keep leaving me on cliffhangers, and I'm like, I really don't remember what happened next after this. So it's been interesting. It's been fun to watch. I've been watching way too much of it. Other than that, this week, yesterday, I watched college football for like 3 hours, 4 hours straight. So that was cool. Made some chili. Oh yeah, that was probably the
Fire.
highlight of my week. Actually, I made some homemade chili. That was the highlight of my week. Was yesterday on Saturday. I made some homemade chili. Smacked. Watched football. Oh my god, chili and football. Is there a better combination than that? Honestly,
No, it's
on
tough
a
to get better than that.
on a chilly fall day, like it's like
Chilean
50,
football is undefeated.
50 outside,
Yeah,
make the
that'll
pot
get
of
you right.
chili, can't be beat. So, and
Can't
then
be.
as far as me looking forward for next week, game on Wednesday, game on Saturday, baby. Got to try and go 2-0. That's what I'm looking forward to. First
Two
home game
game
on
week's
Wednesday.
huge
Two
overseas.
game week is
That's
huge, man.
never
2 game week
never
is,
happens.
yeah, I wish it happened every week. Maybe I could, maybe I could only be here 5 months instead of 9. So someone figure that out for me. But,
Oh,
but no, I mean, yeah, 2 game week. So I'm just looking forward to Wednesday and looking forward to Saturday, honestly. Um, hopefully go 2-0 Wednesday. If any of y'all are listening here in Moordish, need y'all to pull up on Wednesday. We need everybody out there. We need a sellout. Got to have it.
gotta have
What
it.
you got?
Gotta have
Let's
it.
hear
You heard
your
it here
let's hear
first.
your week. Let's hear your
Week
weekly roundup, man. Round me
weekly
up.
roundup. Not much happened. Pretty normal week. Uh, I think during volleyball season, it's always a little bit interesting. But last week was a pretty uneventful week. So Melissa was gone on Wednesday and Thursday. They played at South Dakota State. It's about 2.5 hour drive, so a lot shorter trip. Usually when they go on the road, especially during conference play, it's like a leave Wednesday, come back Saturday night. But they played at home Saturday this week, so a little bit shorter trip. And I was actually able to on Thursday when they played. Grandma was nice enough to watch Karsten. Melissa's mom was nice enough to watch Karsten, and I was able to make the trip down on Thursday evening and watch the game. Got to surprise Melissa down there. With it being her last season, just kind of want to make as many games as possible just to support her. So that was really cool. A lot of fun. They won Thursday night. Unfortunately, they lost Saturday, but Karsten, man, he just keeps us busy. He's running around. He's saying new words. Um,
Still
he's a
can't
funny
say
guy.
Mickey
He's got
Mouse.
he's got two teeth coming in, and most kids get like their bottom front teeth first, but he's getting his top two front teeth first, so he's about to look like some buck teeth here coming, but it's cute. Yeah, other than that, 'cause I got tatted last week on Tuesday, so that was nice. Been planning it out for a while. It's nothing crazy, nothing big, but just a little tattoo on my leg with a Virgil quote and a paper airplane. So turned out
Oh
exactly like
my
I wanted.
God, what happened to
Really
Virgil?
excited. Shout out to Nick Vogel for drawing the paper airplane portion. That's my guy. Great at art. Doesn't put it out as much as he should, but big shout out to him. And shoot, I think that's about it. We got an open house for the house today. Had a couple showings last week. The house just got listed, so we're hoping we get something soon and get this house sold, man.
You
Looking
got
into
looking
this
forward to?
yeah, coming into this next week. The biggest, most exciting part is Melissa doesn't go on the road. I love when she's home. I mean, it's great to get time with just me and Karsten. Like, it's it's a time where I think a lot of young kids like have a preference towards mom just because you know gave birth to them and breastfeeding and stuff like that. But whenever it's just me and him, like we just kick it and we hang out and get good couch cuddles and it's a good time and get to put him down every night, give him his bath, and it's just me and him hanging out. But it is always nice when Melissa's here as well and we're all hanging out together. So that's really nice. She only has one game this week on Saturday, so we get a lot of time together here and I don't know. We're just getting things in order for our branch down in Kansas, getting things ready to go. So it's a lot of just working and hanging out with my family, but so not quite as exciting as you, but just another day in paradise for us here in good old fashioned North Dakota. It's starting to get cold though. It's 37 degrees this morning, so we're starting to get into freeze territory, which we're not in love with, but it's going okay. We're excited for just another solid week of parenthood, I guess.
Yeah, I actually have one question for you.
Yeah.
Not necessarily related to what you've got going on this week, but something that I need to round up about because we talked about you choosing a new NFL team to make Sundays a little bit more interesting for you. So,
Yeah.
so I was wondering, if you've come to a conclusion, or what we should do about this, or if you've decided to come join like the good guys, or what's going
So
on here,
so
or who we're down to, maybe at least like we need an
yeah,
update.
I can definitely get you at least who we're down to, and I think I'm close to a decision. But I don't know that just I think I'm just not that interested in the NFL. Like I can watch casually, but
Yeah,
I still don't know if I'm gonna hardcore. Here's the problem, right? The two teams that it's down to are the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. And I think perfect world, um, I think it's the Eagles, if we're being quite honest. I know more of their
ironic.
players. I love Jason Kelsey. Yeah, but that's the problem is I can't just be like, oh, I'm an Eagles fan because then everybody's like, oh, well, yeah, of course you are. That's literally the first text
But why
dad
aren't you
sent.
just a Chiefs fan, bro? You're moving to Kansas City. That's what everybody's gonna ask. I gotta ask it.
You
I
know
gotta
about
put you on the
Chiefs.
spot.
You know about Chiefs fans, bro.
I gotta put. I gotta do my job here. I have a job to do. I gotta put you on the spot.
So I think that's a fair question, and I think I don't dislike the Chiefs. I like Pat Mahomes. I personally like Travis Kelsey. Melissa's not a big fan. She thinks he's annoying, but I think he's funny.
The
I
strange thing
like,
about the Chiefs is I like a lot of their players, but I just can't get
yeah.
myself to like the
It's
team.
like, but it's just, and it's funny because the Chiefs fans that I'm actually friends with are all fine, but it's like, it's just, the time you spend around people that are Chiefs fans, and it's very similar to like Kansas fans, and you're just like, I don't like you. I just don't. And, um, and we're by Kansas fans, I mean KU basketball, just annoying as can be. And it's just annoying. And I don't, if the Chiefs were bad next week, I bet they wouldn't be Chiefs fans anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like the
Mm,
Royals fans were popping off crazy whenever the Royals went to the
hey,
World Series. But then when they were bad again, there's just no Royals fans anymore. And I don't get that. So
yeah.
I just I don't know,
The
man.
Royals fandom is really the front running fan base. I'd say the Chiefs stuck around a little bit more, like
Right.
early days of Alex Smith. They were still like I think filling up that stadium pretty good.
Right.
The Royals fan base, man,
The
Kansas
Royals
City.
the Royals fan base is significantly worse. I will give them that. And you know what? I have
They
nothing
needed to get the
against the
Royals
Chiefs.
out of Kansas City, man. They deserve
I
better. Not
I
really
have
though. They're
nothing I have
horrible.
nothing against the Chiefs. I just don't that feels very front running also. You know what I'm saying? But at least I would have a tie there to where like we're
You'd be like,
moving
I'm
there.
moving to
So
Kansas City. My hometown team left, so like I can't
right.
mess with them.
And I hate this. I hate to base it off of stuff like this, but I like the colors of both the Ravens and the Eagles more than the Chiefs. It fits with my wardrobe better.
I mean, that's realistic though.
Yeah. And I don't know. I love Jason Kelsey. Jason Kelsey might be my favorite football player, and I know that's also fairly
But he's
front
all,
running too. But
but
he's
also
done.
at the I say yeah, I would say this is his
Yeah.
last year, so
So
like
that's what like I can't. I really like Jalen Hurts too. Like
that's why you come
I'm a
mess with
big.
Lamar, bro. You know you like
I love
Lamar,
Lamar.
bro. You
No, I
love
like
Lamar.
Lamar. I like
Don't
Lamar.
hold it.
If
Hey,
you're a
don't
mobile
hold it against
quarterback,
him. Don't hold it
if
against him
you're
because Louisville beat y'all last night. Your Notre Dame
and
boys
see
last night.
that's where I've gotten more into football, right? Is I've been this year I've been like, let's get to our roots a bit. You've watched casually over the last few years. Like, let's get back into it of watching Notre Dame football. And I tell you what, bro, these last few weeks are the exact reason why I
Roller
stopped watching
coaster,
this shit. It's a
emotional roller
damn
coaster.
roller coaster, bro. We played three ranked teams in a row. We lose to freaking Ohio State, and it gave me just flashed me right back to the Bush push against USC. Instant flashback, all right, of me just like being heartbroken when Brady Quinn and Jeff Samardzija lose to USC and Matt Leiner's bitch ass. And then we pull it out against Duke, great. And then the whole week leading up to this Louisville game, it's Sam Hartman played terrible last year again when he was at Wake Forest against Louisville.
Yeah,
Comes in and shits the bed again, bro. I love Sam Hartman. He's a great quarterback. He's a handsome son of a gun, but Jesus, he cannot play at Louisville, bro. He is terrible when he goes to Louisville, and that's why I don't like football.
I saw that
That's it.
Louisville's had two or three wins, 3 consecutive seasons with a win against a top 10 team, I think, and two of them were
Crazy.
Sam Hartman quarterback teams.
Yes, bro. He can't play at Louisville. It's weird.
Yeah, strange. Definitely strange. More handsome, Sam Hartman or Jimmy Garoppolo.
To me, Sam Hartman, honestly. Jimmy
Hey,
Garoppolo doesn't do much for me.
Sam is a handsome dude now.
The
He's almost
beard's
too
great.
handsome.
The beard
Yeah,
is so good. The beard is good. I just
most definitely.
And that's where I think I like the part of why I like the Eagles. Jalen Hurts is a handsome ass quarterback.
He is handsome.
Dad's like, come like the Raiders, and I'm like, Jimmy, I can, if you play exactly like Kirk Cousins, get the frick out of here, bro. I'm not watching any team that has a quarterback that plays like Kirk Cousins.
Bro, did you watch that quarterback documentary on Netflix?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is a little noodle head, bro.
Bro, that made me mess with Kirk so heavy, bro.
I
That made me
I know
root for him.
it made me mess with him too. But then I watched him play football again, and I was like, no, sir.
His
He's a
like
great person.
his what's it called? The flak jacket or whatever?
Yeah.
Bro, I swear he
Let
got
me
the biggest flak jacket in the NFL.
let me make sure I'm clear about one thing. I think Kirk Cousins is a great human being. I think he's great
Oh,
for the city of
definitely.
Minneapolis. I think he's a great godly man. Like I think he is a fantastic person. Watching him play football makes me not want to watch football. And when we live in North Dakota, all we get is Vikings games every week, and it is miserable. So I don't watch that much football.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, so I guess the jury's still out, but it sounds
Jury's
like
still
you're
out,
leaning.
but I think I need to get to know more of the Ravens players before I join you. Because really all I know is Lamar and OBJ, which is a great combo, but
Zay
that's like
Flowers, freak.
true, true,
Mark
true,
Andrews, you know Mark Andrews, the tight
true,
end,
true, true,
freak.
true. But like
Rashad Bateman, he played at Minnesota,
the only
was
thing
really
you got to
good
think is
back.
like right now, if Lamar gets hurt, like I don't know who I'm rooting for, you know? Like,
Lamar's best friend, Huntley, be the QB
oh
after
yeah,
that.
that's true. You know what? You might convince me, bro. You might just convince me. But Melissa
They got a
won't root with me.
bromance.
Melissa won't root with me for the Ravens though. That's the
You
only
know they're
problem.
playing the Steelers today.
Yeah, I know. And she doesn't even really like the Steelers like that, but she grew up hating the Ravens. So
Yeah,
she's like,
because
I
they're
can't like the
rivals.
Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
tough.
Well, let's just move it along, I guess,
That is
because
tough.
we're
We'll have to
still up
figure
in the
that
air.
out. Maybe we'll put a poll out or
Maybe that'll be
something.
a
Or
weekly, maybe that can just be a weekly thing is where are we at with my football fandom.
yeah, where's your? But I do respect you going. I did notice that you kept like talking in the family group message about like the Notre Dame games more and stuff, and I'm like, damn, this boy actually watching the games this year.
I'm
They still
trying,
got that
bro.
T. They still got that Notre Dame TV deal with NBC where they play like all their
Hell
games on
yeah.
NBC. That's so
Because they've been
tough. I
playing
always
on
thought that was
ABC.
tough.
They've been playing on ABC and stuff recently because
Oh,
they
really?
got those big time games. But yeah, every game's on NBC. You can watch every Notre Dame game. That's the
Yeah, I
best
did think
part.
that was tough. Whenever I remember being kids, like whenever I first like learned that or whatever, I thought it was cool.
Fire.
Um, but moving on, our next segment, we're just gonna call it cool, not cool. But this is basically gonna be just kind of like some current events or something, or like if it's a certain guest we have on something that maybe is specific to them. We'll ask them, is this cool? Is it not cool? We'll elaborate on it a little bit. Let you guys know what's happening in the world of sports, fashion, not fashion really, sneakers,
I'm rocking with fashion.
whatever. I mean, I'm not much of a fashionista, so but all right. First one, which I just added while you were talking because I thought of it and I was going to ask you about it. The MLB playoffs having day games, cool or not cool?
You know what? This may be a hot
Day
take, but
games,
I'm going.
day games during the week. Let's say, okay, since
I'm
not the
kind.
weekends.
I, let me.
And I asked
I'm
this
gonna.
because there's been a lot of slack because like
Right.
the Rays like stadium was like half full for a playoff
But
game and
would the
silent.
Rays Stadium be full even if they played in prime time?
That's the argument that I would have because there was a Phillies day game and it was freaking cracking.
I'm going cool. Baseball started in the middle of the day, and like realistically, that doesn't work for everything. But when you have multiple games, like you want to give everyone a chance to watch every game. I'm cool with it. Like I'm cool.
Yeah.
I think cool for day game playoff baseball. Obviously, once you get to championship series and stuff, you move them all evening. But when there's multiple games, like you got what is it, 4 games a day? Yeah, cool. Start a game during the day. I'm in on it. What about you?
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool with it just because then I can actually watch here, honestly. That's the main reason I'm cool with it. Because I'm 8 hours ahead. So like it's nice whenever they have a day game and I can actually watch, which like was the same thing during like the regular season, which I didn't really watch this year because like in past years, whenever I would come over in like September, I would watch like all the games leading up because
Right.
usually the Cardinals were like in a race to make the playoffs. So I was keeping up, like watching every Cardinals day game that they had. I'm watching every single one. It would come on at like 10 p.m. here. And then
Yeah.
this year I was like, there's no point.
Yeah,
So
let
I
me
don't
ask you a
think I
question about
watched.
that too, because
I don't think I
dad was
watched any
hating
of
on
them.
me because mom and dad came to visit for a couple weeks, and um I'm gonna be straight up with you. I stopped watching the Cardinals this year because it's just not fun to watch, and they're very
Yeah.
bad. And dad was like, "Oh, you're a fake fan." Dad was literally watching every game, bro, every night. He'd be like, "Cardinals are playing," and I'd be like, "I don't care. We are
Oh,
not watching
I
that."
can't lie. When I was home, me and Dad watched every game, bro. I wanted to watch
All right,
every
you're a better
game.
fan than me. You're a better fan than me.
I mean, I still was watching like every game, hoping they would win. I swear I would turn it on. And then like at Riley's, I logged into like our DirecTV account on Valley Sports so I could get the St. Louis games
Good for
on
you,
like
bro.
when I was in Wichita with her. And I would like turn on the game and they'd be like winning or something. Maybe me and Riley would like go run some errands, like go get some stuff or like go get some ice cream or something at night. Come back, they'd be losing.
That's what
I was like,
I'm
bro.
cool with watching the game. Let me I would be cool with watching the game, but it'd be like 7-2, bro, and he'd still be watching. I'd be like, "Can we change it?" Like,
Yeah, I usually turn it off if they're getting blown out. I can't lie.
yeah, can we do something? He's like, "Oh, you fake fan." And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess so, because I ain't trying to watch this shit."
I mean, if there's nothing else on, then I'll leave it on. But yeah, I
But
mean, if
here's where my gripe was. It was the US Open, right? Happens
yeah,
once a year. Cardinals play every night, and I was trying to watch Coco Golf play, and he was like, "Oh," I was like, "No, turn on Coco, bro."
but we're both
Turn
on
on,
cool for playoff day games in the
yeah,
MLB.
cool for both of us.
All right, second one. Shadur hitting the watch flash to the Arizona State student section immediately after they won the game. Cool or not cool?
Uh, celebration, the in the his that has become his signature celebration is cool,
Call it
I
the
guess.
Shador. Isn't that what DJ Khaled
That's funny.
said?
Yeah, DJ Cal. We call it the Shador. And so that's cool. Doing it to the Arizona State student section after you barely beat Arizona State, who is absolute dog water, like
Maybe the
making
worst
a
team in the
point to go over there
Pac-12.
and doing it, that part is not cool. So I guess if we're going off that specific instance, not cool. The celebration itself and when he did it to like the Colorado State kids, like right in front of their face, they were like talking shit to him and he just like held his watch up. That shit was funny. So that the celebration in itself is cool. Kind of corny the way he did it against Arizona State, but I'm not gonna hate on him. Like, dude's got big bread. And
Yeah, stupid
cool.
bread. NIL is hitting different for him.
Yeah, I'm going cool. I'll go cool celebration, not cool scenario you used it in this time.
Yeah, I think it was. I'll say this. I think I might give him a cool all around. I kind of like the Selly. It's kind of funny. I feel like he like it's serious, but at the same time, I feel like he knows it's like kind of funny. It's
Yeah,
just like
for
kind of
sure.
goofy,
For sure.
And then like um they were chanting like immediately before then. Like I saw like the student section was chanting like right before then. Overrated. They was hitting him with that like right before because then he drove down to put him in field goal territory and then kicked the game winning field goal. So then he just had to hit him with
Okay,
the
he's cool.
Shador. So
All right. It's the
I was like,
shit
okay.
on.
I was like, if they gonna talk, you got the right to talk back. And you should have hey, you should have seen how pissed them frat boys were in the front row, bro. They was about to hop over the damn railing. They were like, I saw like Deion Sanders Jr., does like a lot of the media for their
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
And I think he was like following him around with the camera right behind him. And bro, them little frat boys, boy, they wanted to hop on the field so bad. They were so mad. Oh, they were so pissed. It was
That shit's
hilarious.
hella funny. You might have switched me over, bro. I'm all the way cool on it.
All right. All right, cool, not cool. The way Bob Costas was talking about Clayton Kershaw last night.
That
Clayton Kershaw gave up 6 runs in the first inning. For some context, Bob Costas kind of said something like, it basically was like Clayton Kershaw is known for being terrible in postseason, and this is his worst one.
Roberts comes to get Kershaw. He's had a rough time before in the postseason. This has to be the worst of all those outings.
And a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, Bob Costas is the worst announcer. Bob Costas is this. Bob Costas is that." So
That's cool.
cool or
First of
not
all, I
cool?
know a lot of my friends don't like Bob Costas either. I don't think I like Bob Costas just the same way I like Joe Buck. and that was cool. He called it as it was. Clayton Kershaw does suck in the playoffs. He's probably the best pitcher of our generation, but he's terrible in playoff times for the most part. I'm cool with what he said. It's a fact. It was terrible, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's necessarily cool. Like Kershaw has had some success in the postseason as well, you know. Um, but it definitely brought me back to whenever like the Cardinals, I think it was Matt Adams maybe hit a nuke off him. I think he was 7 innings scoreless, 2 on. They were up 2-0. Matt Adams had a 3-run bomb back in the day, back in the glory days of the Cardinals. And it kind of brought me back to that moment and that blow up in the playoffs. And it was like, and I remember kind of thinking then, like, oh my God, that Kershaw's actually having an incredible outing this game. Like, 7 innings, scoreless ball, whatever. And then bang, it's like, oh, he can't get out of his own way. But at the same time, I don't know, Costas, some of the stuff he says is not cool. I'll give him a not cool. Like the one time that reliever from the Cubs or something like came off the field because he got taken out of the game and he blew a save or something, and he's like pointed at the sky or something and like did like sign of the cross, and he's like, you can only imagine he's asking some dead relative for forgiveness for what he just did here. I'm like, bro, chill out, relax. Like, have you, like, I don't know if you've seen that clip. I might have to put
No,
it in here
I never seen that. That's messed up.
bro,
Kind of funny though.
it's OD. I'm like, bro, chill out. Like Bob Costas, I like him, but he is a little bit like, relax, bud.
He's
I'll,
getting up there a
I'll,
little bit too much.
I'll,
He's trying
I'll
to
hit
get
him
he's trying to get new
yeah.
content. He's done everything at this point, so he's just trying to
I'll
get
hit him
new
a not.
content.
I'll hit him with a not cool. Uh,
Okay.
on another note, I just thought of this. RG3 was announcing the Mizzou game yesterday, and I was watching, and he said something I've never heard. I don't know if you've heard it before, but he hit like a couple of jukes, and he's like, he's got more moves than a military family.
No,
I had
bro.
never heard that one before.
I've never heard that.
I was like, okay,
That's
RG.
funny though.
I was like, you
I'll
trying to get
give him
your
that
like,
one.
I was like, you trying to get your little commentator classic like
Right.
Chris
He's trying to get
Berman type stuff, whatever.
his catchphrases right.
Yeah, he's trying to
It's
get his
kind of messed up,
catchphrases
but that
on.
is kind of funny though. I'll give him that one.
He's got more moves than a military family. I never heard that. All right. Now moving into away from the sports. All right, I got a couple sneaker questions for you. There was a recent drop that came out, I think yesterday, maybe even, or sometime this
Mhm.
past week, and it was Ambush times Nike Air More Up Tempo and the lavender colorway. They came out in two colorways. The other colorway,
It was like black and white, right?
yeah, I think it was just normal black and white. The normal black and white up tempo lows, but then this came out with a kind of crazy lavender colorway, and I wanted to hear what you thought on them. Cool or not cool?
I rock with these, bro. Like they're not my style, so I probably wouldn't wear them, but they are fire.
Oh, I
My
thought this was what you were gonna say was not cool.
No, bro, these are fire.
Oh, but I low key put them on there because I was like, oh, he's gonna say not cool, and I think they're sick.
No, these are so fire, bro. So there's three colorways that have came out so far. These and the black ones came out together. And then if you remember, probably like a
They have
month
like
or
a
two ago,
tan one or
it was
something.
like a tan and yellow. Yeah, these are my favorite ones of the three. These lavender and green ones. They are so fire, bro. And like the more up tempo is just such a chunky shoe. Like obviously iconic sneaker, but the low top version of it I feel like is way more wearable than the high top version. And I don't know, I actually think these are super fire, so I hate to let you down here, but go ahead and tell me how much
Yeah,
you like them, because I love
I
them.
mean, I'm on cool too as well. Yeah, okay, I see the tan and yellow colorway. Um, I'm on cool as well. I thought they were sick. I literally almost entered like the drawing. I don't know if they did a drawing or just like they did the drop or whatever, because I ended up not actually doing it because I was like, what if I actually win and they're $180? I don't want to spend that right now,
Right,
you
right.
know? But I thought they were so sick. I was like, bro, those are fire.
So
Hey,
fire.
who should have got some of them. Some K-State people should have got them. Rock with the
For
lavender.
sure. That's what like I'm like, I think the purple stuff looks really cool. These lavenders, the green, like the green with it, Could set some people off, but I think it works really well. Um,
It also gave
but
me like a Halloween vibe, kind of.
a little bit, yeah. But I don't know. I'm rocking with like the heavy purple shoes. Do you remember the LeBron Zoom generations that came out recently? The all like suede purple. Those were so fire. If they weren't 180, also I would have tried to get those too. But I just
Yeah.
can't. That's tough to justify, bro. I got a kid.
Yeah. If they're
Uh,
under like 150, I feel like it makes it so much easier to pull the trigger.
so much easier. You get over 150, bro. It starts to get a little tough. You're like, shoot, because then you feel like you got to explain it, and like, it's way
Yeah, I'm not at
tougher.
the explaining phase yet, but I'll be there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know. It's just the way it goes, bro. But yeah, they're
Okay.
fire. They're fire.
Um, and then the last thing on cool, not cool. Skechers is releasing performance basketball shoes now, and they have some signature athletes, Terrence Mann and Julius Randle. So cool, not cool on the Skechers basketball shoes. Also, speaking of Clayton Kershaw, he's a Skechers. He wears Skechers cleats.
So I'm 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 a bit torn on this one. I've gone cool with everything, I think. So I'm gonna go not cool overall. But at the same time, I am also he ain't gonna catch me wearing Skechers. Like that's just, but I I am in a period of time where where I am trying to like expand my brands a bit. Um
And you're not
for
gonna
some
you're not gonna
reason I
expand to the Sketchies, huh?
no, not to the Skechers.
You
For
see,
some reason
Snoop
I was
Snoop
in
Dogg
a
got a
little
Skechers collab now too.
who?
Snoop.
Yeah, Snoop's too old. So once I'm 75, I'll start wearing I love Snoop. He's a cool dude, but come on, he needs some comfy. He should throw on the 990s like dad and have a great day.
I think
Um,
his Skechers are slip-ons actually.
see, he don't even want to tie his shoes anymore. He's that old.
Chill on Snoop,
But
bro.
Snoop's one of the goats. But I mean, once you get up there, you just need comfort, and that's it. But I'm trying to
True.
move away from. I've gone through a period where I became a bit of a Nike loyalist for no reason. Like I have no allegiance to Nike at all, and I'm trying to get out of that. My last pickup was a pair of New Balances. They're fire. Ame Leondor T500s, the white and black version, a little creamy, fire. Um, but I don't know. I'm not in on Skechers still. I bet they're very comfortable though. I just don't. They don't quite like. They just don't quite do it for me right now. But I do like that people are giving them a chance, and like I'm sure they're very comfortable. And when at the end of the day, when you're playing in the NBA and playing 82 games of basketball, like comfort probably should be the number one thing on your list. So that part's great, but overall, I'm going not cool.
Yeah, I think for me, I'll have to go. I'll probably go cool. Actually, when I saw them, I was like, those actually don't look bad. When you look at the sneakers that like Terrence Mann was wearing at media day, I was like, if that had any other logo, probably besides the Skechers logo, you'd probably be
People would buy
thinking,
those.
yeah, like you'd probably be thinking, oh, those are just look like some performance basketball shoes. Like,
You could have convinced me they were one of the like this year's New Balance releases easily, and I probably would have bought
oh,
them.
yeah, for sure, something like that. Yeah, like I thought they looked decent. Like they just look like performance hoops kicks. Like nothing special about them, nothing crazy. Um, I think it's cool that they're like Skechers is getting into that space, and it'll probably be good because like Skechers is known as like a affordable, brand and stuff. So it could be good for like some kids and stuff maybe who can't afford like the best Nikes and stuff like that,
Right.
which I
Right.
think would be really good thing about it. Um, and I don't know who like I want to see a performance review on them really bad. That's what I want. I want somebody to do a performance review on them. Because if they're nice, bro, like I would legitimately think about hooping them. Like if the performance reviews are coming out and everybody's like, these are 9 out of 10, like nice,
You'll give them
I
a
would think
shot.
about it just
You're giving a
because,
shot. Okay.
just to
So
try
you're
it, just
going
to see.
cool. You're going cool. I'm going not cool. That's fair. I bet they're very comfortable. They're probably great performance, to be honest. Like, and I want to be heard on that. Like, they're probably great. It's just they're not cool for me right now, and that's fine. Like, I think here's my biggest thing. We came from
I bet them dudes got bags
we came. Oh yeah, easily. But
to
here's
rock
here's my
Skechers.
thing. We came from a place where when we were kids, it wasn't quite in the budget to have the nicest pair of shoes ever. Like we got our hoop shoes at um like usually Value City, I think, and that's like where
I had the Shacks. I had the
yeah,
Shacks.
yeah,
Shout out to
like those
Diesel for making the affordable hoop shoes, bro.
exactly. Like we never had the nicest shoes, and that's okay. Like we played baseball in those heavy ass Rawlings cleats from Walmart, but they had the interchangeable numbers, and
Higher.
that's perfectly fine. We were still out there hooping and getting buckets and all that, but now that I feel that I can afford it, I'm not in a place where I feel comfortable wearing Skechers basketball shoes. That's just
As
not
is
where we're
you.
at. That's just me. That's just how I feel personally about it, and that probably says more about me mentally than anything else. So
The thing also though, as a kid, like I feel sorry for kids today, kind of.
same,
Because
same,
like when I was a kid, like I didn't care what shoes I was wearing when I was like young, you know? Like we used
right?
to get like one pair of shoes or whatever were like our shoes to wear every day.
Yeah,
I remember once we started playing basketball in like second grade, parents were like, okay, you can get a pair of basketball shoes, but like they only for basketball. Like don't be wearing them outside, nothing like that. Like
right.
wearing
Till
those for
season was over.
basketball. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then once the season was over, I used to rock them things so I was like they was regular
right,
kicks, you know?
right,
So I knew I was gonna get another pair. Because I wasn't gonna be able to wear those more than 1 year when I was that age.
right,
My foot went up a
right,
size almost every single year.
right.
And then, we got like the cleats or whatever. And like I never thought anything like differently of it. Like
Exactly.
the only thing I remember people getting in like third grade or fourth grade was like etnies. I thought they were like,
Yeah,
remember
but I
etnies
thought
were
those
like
were ugly
popular.
anyway, so that didn't really offend me.
Yeah, they didn't offend me. But then
The
like
one pair of shoes. Here's actually, I don't mean to interrupt you, but the one pair of shoes that people got that I feel like we probably thought were cool, but we just couldn't afford because they were expensive. And now looking back, like it's fine that we didn't get them. But shocks, I feel like our friends had
shocks.
shocks.
I remember I got a pair of shocks in seventh grade because I think they had them at like on sale or something.
Yeah,
Fire.
mom and dad got us
Yes.
right though. They didn't care. They were making sure we was on the best teams we could be on and everything. We didn't need the best shit. We
Yeah.
was still out there killing
I
people.
th- I thought that the like, but I'm just saying like back then too, it was like no kids cared what sneakers other kids wore. Like nobody was looking at that.
Probably
And
because
now I
the
feel
social
bad
media is
just
not the same, bro.
exactly. And now I feel like bad for kids nowadays because like okay, if it's a kid whose parents are like doing the best they can, getting them like whatever they can, but they can't afford. Like kids are gonna be like seeing stuff on social media like, oh, these are the hottest sneakers, whatever.
Right,
And like
right,
it's cool to like educate about the sneakers. Obviously, like we're sitting here talking about sneakers, bro, like all the time.
right.
But at the same time, like then whenever you like I've heard stories of like seen Facebook posts where like, oh, my son went to school in Walmart shoes and all the kids made fun of him. He came home crying. He said he
That
never
shit's
gonna
so
wear them
sad,
again.
bro.
Bro, that shit tears me up, bro, because it's
Right, so sad.
like you
Hey,
should
bro.
never like but it's like the what are those? Like that meme
Right.
like just like took off
Kids
too
think it's
crazy,
funny.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
I feel bad for kids nowadays because they can't just be kids and not care about what shoes they wear
Right,
because they're just
right.
gonna beat them up anyway and playing them and ruin them.
Exactly, exactly, bro. Exactly. But wait, hey, bro. You think you feel sad now? Wait till you have a kid, bro. I literally saw a kid drop his Dippin' Dots at the store the other day. I about cried because I felt so sad for him.
Bad ball security.
Bad ball security. But I got one more to throw at you. It wasn't on our list, but I got one to throw at you before
Okay,
we
what you
hop
got?
into it's a shoe related thing also. So before we hop into kicks corner, cool, not cool. Nike covering the ain't ducking no smoke on the jaw ones.
Not cool.
Not cool, bro.
Soft move. I
So
forgot about
soft.
that. So soft. And it was like those shoes were sweet too. And like it had
Fire.
like the
They're
smoky
fire.
back on it, you know, it
Yeah.
looks like smoke was coming out of it.
Hmm.
Man, those are some sick basketball shoes. Ja has one of the best. We'll get into that, I guess. But man, those were some sweet looking shoes. And then like that back part was just
They
kind
just
of
put the
fire, like
big
ain't
like
ducking no
block
smoke.
on it now.
They just put
Yeah.
that big like Ja Morant logo
Signature.
block
Yeah.
over it. Stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Nike, like if you're
Also
gonna
not
make the
cool.
shoes, make them and commit. Like don't bail out
Say it with
last
your
second,
chest, bro. Yeah.
right? Like people are still gonna call them that ain't ducking no smoke job. Joss, like
Right.
they're still gonna be known as that.
I bet people will try and figure out a way to like get that thing off, but I mean, I'm sure there's no way to do it. But
But also like I bet they'll sell less of them because they covered it up.
yeah, for sure. It'll hurt. It'll hurt the sales a bit. No doubt.
Just stupid. Yeah,
All
not
right,
cool.
let's hop
Definitely not
into one
cool.
that I'm very excited for. One segment, Kicks Corner. We're gonna have weekly discussion about different sneaker topics. Obviously, the last three cool not cools were about that as well. But we're gonna dive into some sneaker talk here to, I think, finish us off. This week we're talking signature sneakers. I know you already mentioned the Ja ones, but it seems these days there are a ton of signature sneakers in the world of the NBA. And we're gonna kind of go over who we think has the best signature sneaker heading into the year. So, get us started with some discussion here, Kyle. What are your thoughts? Where are we at? What do you like? What don't you like? Maybe even.
Okay, so who I think has the best sneakers going into the year? So I think my one best signature sneaker going into this year is going to be the Harden Volume 7, I think it is. That's the best signature sneaker to me, bro. I need a pair so bad. They're just like hard to
No,
find. That's the best one.
no,
That one that I sent you, I think it is real. That like Halloween edition one goes so crazy.
no.
Um, those are my favorite signature sneakers. Number two, I think I'll go with the LeBron 21. He followed up on a great looking shoe last year and a great performer that a lot of people have been loving. And he pulls out the 21, which is supposed to be like similar performance base, I think. But the look is really, really slick too, really sleek. They just came out with like a white and orange colorway, just dropped. So I think LeBron's probably number two for me. And then the third best, bro, I don't know what they're called, bro. I gotta find a picture of them. I'll probably have to put it in here. But the new Kyrie Anta shoes that he's wearing, I don't know if they're signatures or not.
I think they
Fire.
are.
The
I think they are
Antas, like the Kyrie Antas,
Mm-hmm.
I think this is them.
You're kind
Fire.
of
Straight
Hey,
heat to me.
you're kind of foul, bro.
Why?
You didn't even put your boy in there.
Who?
You didn't put Austin in there, bro.
Hey, best looking sneakers, bro. Hey, shout out to AR1. Go copy a pair, man.
Tell Regal to get their
Rigor.
design game up.
No, I think bro, I'll give you this. The AR1s are honestly a great looking sneaker for a first signature shoe.
They really are.
Like a great looking shoe for a first signature shoe. But like how many people have we seen that really like their first signature shoe is not going to be their best looking one?
Right.
I'm talking on straight looks.
I would purchase a pair. However, I need some different colorways, I think, and maybe a discount code would be great.
Yeah. But honestly, shout out to Austin securing the bag, man. Rigor.
That's big bag. Also, you know what's
the
more foul?
signature shoe deal.
You know what's even more foul is the fact that Spencer's not hooping in those.
Bron sent him some bronze.
True, but still, bro. If you had a signature shoe, I'd probably down there only wear those.
Oh yeah, me too. I'd be like, bro, I need like 10 pairs. I'm gonna walk around in them and everything. Which crazy though is he had like last time I saw Spence, he had like 6 in the back of his car.
Spence. Never mind. I don't need a pair.
Hey, he might. Oh no, he used to wear 13s.
Yeah, his feet too small now, I think.
I think he wears 12s now or 12 and a half.
Hey, you wear 12 and a half though. Just send me a pair. It'll be fine. I'll wear test them.
He might have left some at the crib.
See if they're good for fat dudes or not. We'll send me a pair.
All the reviews have been good on him though, man. But like you know what I'm saying though, like the first signature shoe is almost never like the best looking one.
Right. So the fact that his first signature shoe is good looking, I think is very exciting.
And
I think that,
and it's a props for Rigor for like that's the first signature athlete they've signed.
Right.
Like they have some other athletes. I think like Jimmy Fredette signed to them as well or something maybe.
right.
But like for their first signature sneaker, like they made a really, really good looking shoe. And like they have some really cool releases. Like the ice cream release was cool, and the USA release they had like cool add-ons. You know, like special socks that were like same colorway.
The shoe bag with the
box, the dust bag. Yeah. Very cool, very cool.
The marketing behind it has been really cool. I even saw like, and most people will have no care about this in the world, but I know it'll be cool to you as well. And in the world of sneakers, like it's a big deal. Full size run, Full size run, right?
Yeah.
the Complex show. They talked about the AR ones on one of their shows, the one that Sabrina
big time.
Ionescu was on. So like that's a big deal, bro. To like,
I
it's
think both of
obviously
their big
making
drops
waves
have
if it's
sold out
talking about
too.
there. Yeah,
So
yeah. So that's a big deal. I would probably agree with most of your picks. I want to shout out some other ones. The
yeah. So
first
who are
thing I
your
want to talk
top
about
three?
though,
Who are your top three? Then I listed 1, 2, 3. Who I think has the best signatures going into this year.
I just pulled them up because I wanted to remember what they looked like, and I don't know that they're number ones. I don't. I don't know that they're actually number one for me. You know what might be number one, actually? I think Jason Tatum might be number one. His sneaker is fire. So fire.
Yeah, they're good.
I
I like the silhouette. I like the
Yeah, the
silhouette. I didn't like
silhouette's
a
really
couple of
cool.
that zoo colorway was like the first leak. I hated that colorway. The
Yeah,
black
that
and
colorway was
red.
terrible. The other colors have been great.
The other
Like the
colorways have
St.
been
Louis
good.
one was
Yeah,
sick.
the pink lemonade one was fire.
Pretty much every colorway except that zoo colorway has been good. And that was the
Yeah, no,
first
the
leak that
silhouette
everybody saw.
itself is nice. Yeah,
Um, I like so the Luca ones would be on my list, but obviously there's a Luca twos now. So Luca's not I like his first version actually better than this year's.
yeah. So
Um
not going into
the,
this year though, because he's wearing the twos.
right. So the one that I do want to shout out, so I'll put it at number 3 on my list. The Zion threes are fire. My favorite of the 3
I
Zions that have come
saw him.
out.
Yeah,
Like a lower top sneaker, a little more streamlined. I'm a big like low top guy, so I'm gonna put those in there. I think they're super fire. I want a pair, uh, but I haven't seen any of them yet, so haven't got those. So I got Tatum's that I don't know if Tatum is actually one. But and then I'll go LeBron at 2 also. The LeBrons are fire, and
21s are sweet.
the 21s are so sick, and it's the same opinion that I had with the 20s of LeBron's were always so unwearable. Like they were a perfect shoe for him, but like I just didn't like how bulky they were and stuff. And it made sense for him to have a shoe that like was going to carry him through 82 games. But as far as like me who only plays pickup on the weekends, like it just I didn't like the look and they were super bulky. But the last 2 shoes have gotten way more streamlined and way lower top. Like so I love them. My favorite ones since 20 and 21 have been my favorite since the 10, which I thought was just a sick color. It was also big and bulky, but I thought that the silhouette was
Backward.
sick
That
and
was
it
the
had
first
great
shoe with the
colorway.
backwards Nike swoosh.
Yeah, yeah. Like forget Travis Scott, LeBron did it first, you know. So I would say that, but I think it was important we throw out some honorable mentions. I personally, opinion wise, don't like the James Harden signatures. Not a fan of them.
Fire,
Uh,
bro.
I'm
Nothing but
always a fan
gas.
of anything Dame Lillard does. I think it's going to be interesting to get some Bucks colorways as opposed to just always like the red and blacks. Like I
Freak
would
time in
probably,
Cream City, baby.
yeah, I think there's a good chance I end up buying some Dames this year because they're going to have some colorways that I prefer more than the red and black type stuff that they always have. Uh, does Kawhi even have a signature shoe anymore?
They came out with those twos, I want to say like a year or two ago, and they never came
Yeah.
out threes, I don't think. I think he
PGs are
still
always
wears those
cool.
though.
But PG again, bro, like we say about them, we say stuff about like no the first shoe not being the best, but PG ones might be the best Paul Georges of
That's
the line.
I was gonna mention that that's probably like one of the only ones that I think the best looking shoe he has is his first one.
Right.
But the Zoom generation, like the Braun ones, not the best bronze.
Right.
You can maybe argue the Jordan ones.
Yeah, but that's not even like
That's
perform.
I feel like they came are more just because like they're so iconic. Like now,
Right.
that's one of the
And
reasons why they
those
became so popular, and they're like clean, but like
they're just a lifestyle shoe now.
I don't
Like
even
it's
think
not
of them
even
as hoop shoes anymore. You know, like
right,
the Kyrie
exactly.
ones were cool, but I don't think they were his best shoe at all
No.
with Nike.
People do love them, but
I
yeah,
like
probably
the
not the
Kyrie ones,
best.
but like I think he had other ones that looked better.
Right.
Trying to think of who else. Who else is KD ones? They didn't even release
No.
to the public. They're horrible.
They're
Like
ugly too.
yeah.
Katie's are not
Or I don't
slept
know if
on
they
because
didn't
like
release to the public, but I didn't see anybody wearing KD ones or twos until the threes. I remember that was
no,
the
the
first
threes I
signature
think were
sneaker
the
I ever
first
bought.
ones that released to the public.
Yeah,
So
the
and KD
KD two
threes,
creamsicle though.
KD threes now are
KD two creamsicle though was kind of fire.
fire. But let's just run through a list of more
But I
And
wanted to
we'll
ask you, hold up, I wanted to ask you one more question though. Have you seen the books?
yeah.
The book ones? They look like Air Force Ones, bro, but with like performance.
You know what was terrible? Bro, media day, he wasn't even wearing them.
And
Like,
he wore Chuck Taylors, bro, with some high ass socks.
terrible marketing by
But there
whoever
were
did
some
that.
horrible media day looks. Jimmy Butler was kind of funny because he was trolling. Like,
His was
respect.
funny, yeah. It's
Because he
like when he
trolled
did the
last year too
dreads
with the
last
fake
year.
dreads. Yeah.
Yeah.
But did you see Kyle Lowry on media day, bro? Bro, he was wearing like,
I don't
go
think
look at
so.
his Instagram right now, bro. Pull it up. He was wearing like some Sambas,
That's my
like
dog.
some Adidas Sambas, and like some black socks with no creases in them, I don't think. Pulled up high as hell. And then he had his jersey untucked, but like, you know how them dudes have them super long jerseys? So it just looked horrible. You see him?
Yeah.
His media day look was garbage, bro. And then he had like that black undershirt that was outside of his white jersey. But it wasn't like if it was like a t-shirt, it'd be straight, but it's like a tank top. But it was just there. Horrible look all around.
Damn. I mean, I don't disagree with you,
But the
but
Booker ones, bro, aren't gonna come out until like next like 2024, which is stupid because he's been hooping in them all summer, and all the pictures have come out already. Nike already officially released what they're gonna look like, the official images,
right.
and then now they're not gonna come out. So kind of dumb. I don't know why they wouldn't release like right now before the NBA season starts.
You would think like that would be the time to do it.
Yeah, who
But
knows?
yeah, let's go quick through some and just like how do you want to do it? Like, do you just want to say like cool, like let's just go woodwear, wouldn't wear quick
Okay.
through some that we can think. So Harden's, you said would wear. I say wouldn't wear. Bronze, we both would wear. Tatum's, I would definitely wear. Would you wear?
I would wear them for looks, but I watched some reviews that they're not
Poor
very
reviews.
supportive. Yeah.
So and I think in this we're all talking, we're talking all like to play in. We're not talking casually. I'm not wearing any new performance basketball shoes casually. I just don't think anyone will.
I think you could wear some of them casually now.
Some of them, not really though. It's just like as the performance has gotten better, the casuality of them is not great.
The Bookers, I think, could have some casual
Yeah,
implications
the
when they
Bookers for
come
sure.
out because they look
Bookers
like Air Force Ones, but like with a better midsole.
Right. Okay. Zion's, I would wear.
Yeah, I would wear them. Twos are better though.
Lucas.
The Lucas twos, I didn't like as much as the ones, same as you, but I'd probably wear them.
I would wear them too.
I heard they were upgrading performance.
I don't think we have a new PG yet, do we?
Sevens, I haven't seen them.
No.
The six I would
PG.
rock though. They also got
For
React
sure.
foam, which I love.
For sure. KD's would wear.
The 16s, yeah, I like the 16s. They took away like the performance elements from the last two shoes though, which was I thought about buying some 16s, and once I saw that, I was like, nah, I'm good because the 14 and 15 had a full length Zoom Strobel, so like Zoom was sewed into the midsole. Bro, some of the comfiest shoes you ever wear in your life with a full Cushlon midsole underneath that. So like
Wow.
Cushlon's like squishiest, like the plushiest foam that they have, bruh. 14s were like walking on clouds, and 15s were supposedly the same. I never had it. RIP to my 14s, Air Bubble Pop. Go ahead.
Damn. Let's see. Nike wise, is that everything?
Yeah, probably.
Okay,
Adidas also the Trae Young threes.
I'm out on any Trae Young shoe.
I didn't like them that much.
Not a Trae Young guy.
The Anthony Edwards ones just dropped. I like those a lot.
I like those. Yeah, those are cool. Those are cool.
Anthony Edwards ones. Scoot Henderson, or isn't that his name?
Puma.
Scoot.
Yeah, Scoot.
Kind of fire. Kind of gas.
Fire.
The LaMelo balls for Puma.
Tough. I would wear
those.
those.
You didn't mention the Sabrinas. The Sabrinas also.
I mean, the Sabrinas are fire.
Sabrinas are maybe the best looking shoe. They look like Kobe's. They look just like Kobe's, bro.
The Sabrinas might be in my top 3.
Yeah, I mean,
those are fire.
We said NBA, and like the WBA season's already like coming to an end now. They're in the playoffs, I think. But the Sabrinas, like as far as
first game of the finals releases, today. First game of the finals today.
So like as far as the 2023 releases, the Sabrinas are up there for performance basketball shoes. Right. Also the Stewie 2s that I just got a pair of.
When are they coming in?
They're here. I've been playing them all last week. I hooped in
They're
them.
comfy.
They're pretty comfy. Yeah. Only problem right now that I'm having, which I got to just like figure something out with, my insole. Like you have to get the insole, like the orthotic, and then you trim it to like to match one of your pairs of shoes, like insole.
Right.
And so like I took out the Stewie insoles and put my orthotic in, and I guess those are a little bit longer than some of my other ones. Like maybe like a half an inch or a quarter inch maybe. But like when I stop real hard, I can feel my orthotic like slide.
Got you.
I gotta find a way to like just get that to stick in there or something.
Yeah.
So I don't feel that little bit of like slide.
I know we probably missed some, but here's the last thing I want to finish on.
Under
I
Armour, the
need
Currys, all the Currys have
Oh,
looked the
Curry's are
same for like
fire,
the past 4.
but they're fire though, I think.
Yeah.
You're not a
I
big
mean, they're cool. The
you're not a big Curry
Flotros,
guy though.
I love the
I
Flotros. I think the Flotros are sick where they put
the
the new
the
midsole on the
Flotro
old show.
4s are so fire.
The high
And I'm not
tops,
usually a high
I want a
top guy,
pair of
but
those.
those bitches are so
I want a pair
fire.
of those bad. I want a pair of those bad.
Steph Curry is one of my favorite players. As more people start hating him, I continue to like him more. And you can't say nothing about me being front running. I've been had that autographed picture from
Yeah.
when he was at Davidson. So,
No, I definitely would say that. I'm just sitting here. You can say what you're gonna say. I'll think and see if I can think of any other signature shoes that have come
okay.
out. But go ahead.
This is what I want to finish on. I need some advice from you. I want a new pair of shoes. I hoop in and I work out in hoop shoes a lot, right? But well, I shouldn't say that. I clearly don't work out as much as I should. But when I work out, I generally wear hoop shoes also. I'm trying to decide on a pair to get for this year to go along with the other pairs that I wear, and I need your advice on what to get. I'm down to 2. Because of your recommendation, I am very much considering getting a pair of the CG ones, the Coco Gauff signatures. Obviously, a tennis shoe, but from the reviews that you sent me, a really cool shoe and one that is supposed to be good performance for even for basketball. I'm between that and the Sabrinas, I think. So, give me some thoughts. Where should I go?
I think with the Sabrinas, as far as performance goes, like they're supposed to be really nice. They're a little bit like lower top, low profile, more so than the Cocos. Cocos are high top, if I remember right. A little bulkier looking. So if you want that feeling of that extra support and stuff, maybe the Cocos would be for you. The Sabrinas, I think, are also cheaper than the Cocos. I think the Sabrinas would maybe have a little bit more of a plush feel underneath because they have React cushion, I think, which is like one of my favorite cushionings from Nike. And then they have a small zoom unit in the front, like a real thin one. I think I mean, if it was me, I'd probably get the Sabrinas just because I like the way those look better than the Cocos. But like I know you're a big fan of Coco Golf.
Yeah.
So
Coco's
like if you want to buy them based on like trying to support her, I mean, I'd be all for it.
All right. I guess next week we'll make
the only other signature shoes I could think of were the Air Deladons that had come out last year.
Too
They're like
big.
easy. They're easy
Yeah.
on, easy off because of her
big,
sister,
though.
that has some I don't know what she has, MS maybe or
Right.
something like that, where she can't tie her shoes.
Right.
And then I had thought of another one too. Clay Thompson has the Antas that he's always been having. They're usually actually pretty solid looking.
I think the Way of Wades from Leaning deserve a shout out. Yeah.
The Way of Wades have been a staple. And like every year, if you look at like a lot of these sneaker performance review, like basketball performance sneaker reviewers that do like the full performance review on sneakers, bro, the Leaning like Way of Wades or at least one pair of Leanings literally are in their top 3 to 5 every single year. Like, and then this year they came out with those Son of Flash. You see those that were like kind of like Zaire kind of designed. Go look them up.
Okay.
Fire. Those are hard. But yeah, other than that, I couldn't really think of any. Because Embiid had that Embiid one, bro. But I swear Under Armour didn't come out with anything
Nothing else has happened afterwards.
That was 2 years ago.
Right.
Giannis. We didn't talk about Giannis.
Yeah, that's kind of
Giannis just had his new one. His new one just came out. The Oreos colorway is pretty cool. The cookies and cream colorway.
Giannis' performance is always pretty good, I feel like, but I usually don't love the sneaker. I haven't seen the newest one.
The look of them. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't love the look of these. They ditched the backwards Nike logo, which I kind of wish they didn't.
Yeah, I had the Giannis ones, and they were super comfy. I didn't love the look of them, but they were super comfy, and I like to play in them.
Yeah. Yeah, other than those, I can't really think of anybody else with signatures. My boy Jokic, he just be rocking them
Needs one.
GT jumps, I think.
Boy needs one.
The GT jumps are kind of fire this year.
He would hate getting a signature sneaker though. He'd have to put too much time into it.
Speaking of him, did you see that should have been a cool, not cool? His comment about this is the most fun summer you've ever had. Did you see what he said? Media
Uh-uh.
day. They asked him, "Is like this the most fun summer you've ever had?" And he said, because like all these videos come out of him like horse races and like having a good time
Right.
partying at the clubs, whatever. He said no because I had to play like 2 months extra. Bro really hates basketball, but is just good at it.
I'm gonna go cool because it's Jokic. If it was anyone else, that'd be corny. But like for him, it's just who he is. It's hilarious. But I think that's all I got, unless you have something else to chat about. I'm glad we're back doing this. We're gonna be consistent. That's the knock on wood goal. We say that every year, but that's okay. We both
Yeah.
got lives, and this is not our job or anything, and not that many people even listen to it. So
Yeah, I think we'll try and be a little more consistent. The most consistent we ever were was the first year, but literally it was COVID. You couldn't do
nothing
anything.
else going on. Yeah.
We had episodes every week coming out, boy.
Right.
Like 25
Right.
straight or something.
Right.
We were really killing it. But yeah, hopefully be better this year. Um, yeah, just excited to get back into it and hopefully be more consistent. But that's all I got. That's a
All
wrap.
right. Peace, brother.
Episode 1. Subscribe, like, all that. See it.